I tested some of the best wireless headphones of 2025, and in this video, I'm gonna rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. Sennheiser Accentto Plus. This delivers a robust, punchy sound with a bass-forward profile that's sure to please anyone who wants their music to hit hard. And it's got customization through a 5-band EQ if you want to tweak it further. Comfort is solid for most, but if you've got a wider head, this might feel a bit snug. Plus, the adaptive noise cancellation is effective, though not the absolute best in class. I'm putting this in the good tier because it nails the basics with great battery life and solid features for the price, but it's not quite at the top tier for comfort or ANC. Bose QuietComfort Ultra headphones. This absolutely dazzles with some of the most detailed, lively sound I've heard. Rich bass, crisp highs, and a spatial audio mode that actually works, making you feel like you're in the middle of a concert. The noise cancellation is legendary, swallowing up the world around you, and comfort is top-notch, though battery life is a little disappointing for the price. For me, this is God tier. It's just a joy to use, and if you want the best ANC and sound, this is where you look. Beats Studio Pro. This is a sturdy, reliable pick with a long battery life and a fun, energetic sound that's great for pop and modern music, though it can feel a bit thin if you're after deep bass or critical listening. Noise cancellation is decent for travel, but less effective in noisy offices, and the mic quality isn't the best for calls. I'm ranking this in the good tier. It's a solid all-rounder, especially for Apple users and commuters, but it doesn't quite reach the heights of the best. Sony WH100XM6. This is a powerhouse. Amazing noise cancellation that adapts in real time, super comfortable, and a sound signature that's detailed, dynamic, and immersive. The battery life is excellent, and call quality is top-notch, with smart features that just make everything easier. For me, this is God tier. It's a near-perfect package, and if you want a flagship experience with no compromises, this is it. Apple AirPods Max. This absolutely nails it with some of the best noise cancelling out there. Seriously, you can get lost in your music and forget about the world, and the sound is crisp, spacious, and super engaging for most genres. Sure, they're heavy and not the best for running, and the price is high, but if you want top-tier wireless audio and you're deep in the Apple ecosystem, these are a dream. For me, these are a no-brainer. For the great tier, they're just not quite perfect enough for God tier, but man, they're close. Philips H6506. This is honestly not a bad pick if you're looking for comfort and lightness. You can wear them all day and not feel a thing, plus they let you switch easily between two devices, which is handy for multitaskers. But let's be real, the noise cancelling is weak compared to the competition and build quality feels cheap. I've heard too many stories about them breaking down after a few weeks. I have to put this squarely in the trash tier. There are just too many better options out there for the price. Skullcandy Crusher ANC 2. If you're a bass head, this is your playground. The Crusher mode literally shakes your head and you get tons of control and fun features with the app. But the noise cancelling is just average. The EQ can be confusing, and the novelty of the bass wears off fast if you're not into that kind of thing. For me, this is another trash tier. Pick fun for a while, but not what I'd recommend for daily serious listening. Sennheiser Momentum for wireless. This is a total powerhouse for battery life. 60 hours with ANC on is wild, and the sound is balanced, clear, and punchy, with a ton of customization through the app. The noise cancelling is good but not class-leading, and the minimalist look might not be for everyone, but comfort and features are top-notch. I'm putting this in the great tier. It's a killer all-rounder for anyone who wants quality and endurance. Jabra Elite 45H. This thing is a solid pick for anyone who wants headphones that just work, no fuss. Battery life is crazy good, like forget about charging for days or even weeks if you're not blasting tunes non-stop. And the sound is clear and balanced for the price. The comfort is decent, but on-ear design means it might get a bit warm after a while, and don't expect any fancy features like noise cancelling. Honestly, for someone who just wants a reliable everyday wireless headphone, I'd put this in the good tier. It's not mind-blowing, but it gets the job done super well. AudioTechnica ATTH M50X-BT2. This headset is built for folks who want the classic studio sound but with the freedom of wireless. The audio is really detailed and you can tweak it with the app, but the default sound is a bit flat and mids are a little muted, which can leave some music feeling a bit lifeless. The battery lasts a long time and it's comfy for hours, but noise isolation is basically non-existent, so it's not the best for loud places. I'm putting this in the average tier because while it's technically impressive, it doesn't feel like it stands out in any special way for wireless users. Anker Soundcore Space Q45. This is a great option for travelers or anyone who wants good noise cancellation on a bucket. The ANC really helps block out background noise, and the battery life is impressive, so you can go for long trips without worrying about charging. The sound is a bit uneven, bass is punchy, but the highs can get harsh, and voices sometimes sound off, but for podcasts or casual listening, it's totally fine. For its price and features, I'm happy to call this good tier. There are better sounding options, but for the features, it's a steal. Master and Dynamic MW75. Wow, this headset looks and feels like a luxury item. It's got premium materials and a gorgeous design that stands out. The sound is really clear and balanced, with a wide soundstage that makes music feel immersive. And the noise cancellation is solid, if not the absolute best in class. But man, this price is sky high, and for what you get, it's hard to justify unless you really care about looks and brand. I'm sticking this in the average tier because honestly for the money, I expected a bit more wow factor in performance. Bose and Wilkins PX8. This thing is just pure luxury. Honestly, like you put it on your head and immediately feel like royalty, with a plush Napa leather and brushed metal finish. The sound is super detailed and clear, especially if you love hearing every little nuance in your music. But I gotta admit, the noise cancelling is good, but not quite on par with some other heavy hitters out there. And the price is definitely up there, so this is for folks who want the best materials and sound quality and don't mind paying extra for it. That's why I'm putting this in the gray tier. It's a seriously impressive package, but not quite the absolute best of the best. Sony WHCH720N. These are perfect if you want decent noise cancelling and a ton of battery life without breaking the bank. Seriously, they last forever and have features like Bluetooth multi-point and a custom EQ, which is wild for the price. On the flip side, the build feels a little plasticky and the sound, while punchy and fun, can get a bit compressed and it isn't refined as pricier models. So they're best for casual listeners or anyone who wants good value over luxury. For me, that lands them squarely in the average tier. JLab Studio Pro ANC. Honestly, for the price you get a lot of features, like 40 plus hours of battery, on-device EQ, and active noise cancelling, which is pretty nuts for under $100. But the sound quality, while decent, isn't anything special, and the noise cancelling is pretty weak compared to even mid-range options. Plus, the build, while not bad, just doesn't feel as premium or sturdy as you'd hope for long-term use. So yeah, I'm putting these in the trash tier. They're not completely awful, but there are just way better options out there for a little more money. One more, Sonoflow. These are a solid pick for anyone on a budget who still wants decent noise cancelling and a comfy fit. Like, they sound pretty good for the price, especially if you tweak the EQ in the app. And they're great for commuters or travelers who need long battery life. But the sound can feel a bit thin or light on the low end out of the box, and while they're comfortable, the headband is a bit heavy and they don't feel super premium. So they're best for people who want value and basic features over top-tier performance. That's why I'm ranking these in the average tier. Shure Aonic 50 Gen 2. This is a real workhorse for anyone who wants comfort and battery life that just won't quit. Seriously, you can listen for days and not worry about charging, which is a huge win if you're always on the move. But honestly, the sound doesn't knock my socks off. It's clean and detailed, but lacks that wow factor, and the noise cancelling is just okay. Not bad, but not great either. For people who need reliable, customizable wireless headphones and don't want to mess with charging every night, this is a solid pick. I'm putting this in the average tier. It's dependable, but not exciting. Focal Badis. This is the kind of headphone that makes you forget you're listening to wireless tech. The sound is so rich, clear, and immersive, it's like being right there with the music. The noise cancelling is top-notch for travel, and you can even plug in via USB for studio quality listening, which is rare and awesome. The downside, it's pricey, and if you're looking for something light or ultra-portable, this isn't it. But if you want the best wireless sound money can buy, this is for you. I'm putting this in the god tier, it's just that good. Sony WHCH520. This is a lightweight, easy-to-use headphone that won't break the bank, and honestly for the price, it's not bad at all. Battery life is impressive, and it's comfy for long sessions, but the sound is just average. The on-ear design means you hear everything around you, and there's no noise cancelling, so if you want to block out the world, this isn't the way. For casual listeners who don't care about sound quality or isolation, it's fine, but for anyone serious about music, it's a letdown. I'm putting this in the trash tier. It's not a disaster, but it's just not worth your time if you care about your tunes. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best wireless headphones for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.